All right, let's start off by setting up our pens, and we know that the two pens are going to be sharing a side or adjacent to each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use X to represent my vertical sides of the pens, and I'm going to use Y to represent the top sides and the bottom sides of the pen. Okay, so our primary equation is going to be what we want to maximize, which is the area of these two pens. So the area of a rectangle would be x times y, but we have two pens in this case here. So the area would equal 2xy. And then our secondary equation, we're going to use perimeter. So it tells us we have 400 feet of fencing to use. So that means our secondary equation would be 400 is equal to 3x plus 4y. Okay, let's solve for y in the secondary equation. So we would subtract 3x from both sides and divide by 4, and we'd get 400 minus 3x all divided by 4. So what I want to do now is I want to sub into the area equation. I want to put in my 400 minus 3x over 4 for y. And then if I simplify that, I would get 800x minus 6x squared all divided by 4. All right, so what we want to do is we want to take our area equation in terms of x, and we want to take the derivative in order to maximize this. So if I take the derivative, I'm going to get a prime is equal to 200 minus 3x. Now I need the critical numbers, so I'm going to set a prime to 0. So if I solve for x there, I get 200 divided by 3. So what I want to do now is I want to make sure that 200 divided by 3 is a max, relative max in this case here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a number line test. I'm going to pick numbers on each side of 200 thirds, which is 66 and 2/3. So if I pick 50, I'm going to get, if I plug 50 into the derivative, I get a positive value. So it's positive to the left of 200 thirds. And if I pick a number bigger than 66 and 2/3, like 100, I would get a negative value. So that proves that 200 thirds is a relative max. All right, so let's take the x equal to 100 thirds and let's sub in to the equation to solve for y. So if I plug in 200 thirds in for x, I would get 400 is equal to 200 plus 4y. I subtract 200 from both sides and I get 200 equals 4y. Divide both sides by 4 and I get y equals 50. So that means that our answer here would be x equals 66 and 2/3 and y equals 50. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe.